Good evening. I've got a lot of a frustrating, to me, story to tell you. It has to do with what you're looking at this video through right now. So I received my quarterly bonus from my day job and thought to myself, well, time to get tires on the vehicle. So I did. Went to Discount Tire and got me some brand new tires for the front. Feels good because now when I get out of the car, I can look at the front wheel and be like, it's still got the little fuzzy things on it. So that's cool. Now I don't have to worry about getting a blowout on the way to work when I go down the highway anymore. It's the little things. And after that, on the way home, I stopped by a pawn shop just to see if they might have some camera stuff that's better than what I got and something that I would like to have. So I go in there and immediately to the left, this is your left, I see the cameras and there's several DSLRs there, which is what I was looking for. It's hot in here. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. I'm gonna need. Oh, well, I took a look and I found a Canon T3i. I know that there's the T6i, and I also know that I cannot afford that right now. So I was like, let's get a DSLR in my price range that I can swing, especially after buying expensive pieces of rubber to put on the front of my vehicle. So I took a look at the T3i and I was like, oh, it's got the little viewfinder that you can pull up and flip like that, and then you can see what you're looking at, which is crucial because I'll get to that in a minute. And it had an external mic input, and it came with the bag, like the Canon bag, and 2 wireless mic receivers. I was like, super excited. All for an affordable price. But, little problem. So I went to get it, and my dumbass was so excited, super pumped about getting this new piece of equipment. Went to the register, did the whole payment thing, gave him a lot of money. Then I tried to turn it on. Turns out that this thing had not only a dead, but an aftermarket battery in it, and the charger that it came with wouldn't charge the damn thing. And of course, being a pawn shop, no returns allowed. So I said, well, they looked up how much another battery would be, and they said they found one for about $15, which is bullshit, because when I went on Amazon.com, my go-to for all things electronic, I couldn't find one made by Canon for less than $50. And of course, there was no offer of refunding that $50, but they said, oh yeah, I feel bad, man. Like, after I bought it, right after I paid for it, I said, I'm assuming you guys test all these before you accept them. And they're like, oh yeah. But then like 15 minutes later, he said, I don't even think the guy checked it and blah, blah, blah. And I really wanted to say, didn't you just tell me that you guys test these things? But really, like, I don't even know, man. Like, had I thrown a huge fit like I wanted to, then I don't know if it would have been a big deal. I don't know if they would have been able to do, I don't know if they would have been able to do anything extra for me, but so what they did was they said, oh, well, we can give you the Rebel T3 that does work and has an actual Canon battery in it. That would actually turn on. It didn't have a flip out viewfinder or an external mic input or the Canon bag or the wireless mic receivers. And it was only $80 less. And since they wouldn't accept any returns or exchanges, and I wasn't about to go drop $50 on a battery for a camera that I don't even know for sure if it actually works or not. So I said, I figured I'd cut my losses and I would just take the T3, which is what we're filming on right now. I'm not a DSLR expert. I'm getting better quickly. I'm learning very quickly. But it was very disappointing. Only 720p. Why, pray tell, did I buy a camera that's from at least, I don't even know when this thing came out, 2011, without checking to see if it could do at least 1080p at 30 frames per second. Like, man. But it takes great pictures, yeah, like this one. Needless to say, I was quite chapped the rest of that day. Now my buddy Cody came over and we played around with it and everything, and then my buddy Chris came over and that was a good time. We were cool. Did some day drinking, blah blah blah. But the frustration, the wasted money, that could have gone other more useful places. And I only got it because I knew I'd be taking this little guy back. This guy autofocuses and shoots in 1080p 60 frames per second. This one does not. And it was way more expensive. I can't see the logic here. But anyway, I'm optimistic. I looked at some other stuff today and it'll be okay, at least until I get a stabilizer. Wait, no. Hold on, let me rephrase that. It will be okay for only at home stuff until I get a stabilizer for this thing, because there's none. It looks bad. If I try to film stuff with, nope, while it's moving, you can forget about it. But I mean, I can get a Steadicam from Amazon for like $50, $70. So it's not a total loss. It's just way less than ideal. And I felt like a huge dum-dum for doing this. But I'm gonna make the best of it until I build up the funds to get the DSLR that I really want or need, given what I'm using it for. And then I'll sell this one. Or maybe give it as a gift. That'd be cool. Anyways, that's what's been happening in my little world. Cheers. Also, a lot of new stuff is in the works. Stuff that I'm excited about, and also pondering how I'm going to turn it into a finished product. But new and bigger and longer term plans are in the making. But until then, stay beaming.